The age of impulse shopping is over. The post-decision customer is always looking for the best deals for the items they need and when they need it. And despite sharing their preferences on social media, they never get personalized discounts for the items they actually like. Even from a retailer perspective, if they know they have visibility into the preferences of each consumer, they can now start pushing targeted personalized promotions. And by doing that, they reduce the cost of new customer acquisition and increase the wallet share of existing customers. And that is the motivation behind SMaaRTSHOP. Film the video of a shopper actually using our app. The shopper just shopped at Jayaraman. So when the shopper is in the shop, she goes in, she picks the store that she's in, Jayaraman in this case, types in her favorite brand. So she likes Belmont ice cream, so she puts Belmont there. Then the department where she actually shop or she wants to shop in, which is grocery. Then the shopper can actually go rate their experience in the store, whether it's a 3-star, 4-star, 5-star, and then post the review. In the previous video, the consumer posted information about their preferences, brand affinity, and overall experience, and the store they were in from our mobile app. This information is posted on their Facebook wall in our community wall, and their friends can then like, share, and comment against those. All of that above information are extracted by our application, inferred using natural language processing, and stored in our database. This information is then used to calculate their preference and brand affinity using proprietary algorithms. Here is a screen of some of the information we've already gathered. We are then able to build a social index of the consumer based on their network reach, their influence, and we have visibility into their explicit preference and implicit preference and their affinity. This business context information will then be used to push personalized promotion to the consumer when they are in the store. On behalf of the SMaaRTSHOP team, I thank you for giving us the opportunity to present our case and learnings from the last 10 weeks. So the topics for today are aligned with the journey we took, our team, the initial vision, steer, and then the accelerate phase. About SMaaRTSHOP. SMaaRTSHOP enables retailers to reduce the cost of customer acquisition as well as increase the lifetime value of their customers. We do this by getting consumers' social interests, preferences, and brand affinity through social media, the social reach and influence of the consumer, then identifying when a consumer walks into the store through a mobile app and being able to push customized promotions. The two founders of the team are Rakesh Kumar and Raj Jayaraman. Rakesh will focus on strategy, marketing, and product development. Rakesh is a serial entrepreneur with deep technical expertise founding 2 startups in the social media and data analytics space. Rakesh currently manages one of the largest crowdsourcing platforms of pre-screened management professionals. Raj will focus on strategy, business development, and customer development. Prior to this, Raj was one of the first 10 employees at OatSystems, a technology startup out of Cambridge funded by Greylock Partners and Matrix Ventures. Oat was then acquired by Checkpoint in an all-cash transaction in 2008. Raj then led Checkpoint's business development and strategy for the retail industry. Vishali rounds up our team with her experience in developing, deploying, and supporting complex enterprise solutions to the Fortune 100 customers and also being able to manage teams globally. Vishali has an MS and BS in computer science and was a gold medalist of her graduating class. We are fortunate to have in our mix 2 advisors who've been of invaluable assistance over the last 10 weeks. Our 2 advisors, Glenn and Michael McConaughey, have both experience running startups in leadership roles and exiting successfully. Glenn is considered an expert advisor to the retail industry and has a leading retailers and standard bodies as his clients. Michael's core expertise is around social media and mobile web development. The vision phase. When we started, we had a social media management tool in private beta mode, but it didn't give a true picture of the customer's preference. So we started with the following vision. Give a 360-degree view of the consumer to the retailer across all channels and thereby provide to the consumer personalized promotions when the consumer actually needs it. We can do this by doing predictive analytics of what a customer might want. That formed the basis of our version 1. In the first few weeks, we reached out to our contacts at 6 major national retailers, spoke to the person responsible for customer strategy. Unanimously, the feedback was, you hit the nail on the head. It is the end game. Nobody is doing personalized promotions currently. However, customer opt-in is critical, and the retailer is actually even unable to make sense of existing data. So from the feedback we got from the retailers, we identified key learnings. Understanding preferences not just from purchase history but also from social graph is key. Privacy is an important consideration, but predictive analytics is complex. But the most important takeaway was that there is merit in the idea. This led us to the steer phase. The key goals of this was to make the value proposition more crisper, eliminate items that were on the roadblock, focus on our core differentiator, and start identifying ways and technologies such as NFC to actually deliver the solution. So we hit the road again, spoke with more retailers and consumers. The feedback we got now was retailers do not want to provide customer data. They're okay with being a channel. Deploying technology in store causes delay in the process. Consumers are willing to share preferences in return for customized promotions, but they're also looking for short-term incentives. So the key lessons we took away from this are: need to keep technology in retail store to the minimal. Interaction with retailer is best done after getting initial customer traction, and provide short-term incentives for consumer adoption. So in summary, after 2 iterations and speaking to more than a dozen retailers and several consumers, we listed our learnings. And based on that, determined what are the 3 key themes that sprung out and what our USP will be to succeed in the market. Those were: 1. App with social data integration, 2. Identifying consumer in-store, and 3. Providing personalized promotions. And this formed the basis for our MVP. We then developed our MVP canvas. Based on our new approach, we identified the new revenue streams, channels, value propositions, and came up with a hypothesis that actually need to be validated. We reached out to the initial list of retailers with whom we had interacted before and shared our MVP with them to get their feedback. And they all affirmed that this is a very good starting point solution to get traction in the market. So what really is our MVP? As part of the first phase, we will gather preferences of consumers through explicit interest expressed through a mobile app in the retail store. The second data point is gathering their affinity and preferences through social media channels. But in addition to the preferences, we will also be able to determine their reach, that is, the circle of friends and the influence they actually have within the circle. Initially, for sharing this information, consumers will actually get smart bucks, which are redeemable for Amazon gift cards. Once we hit an initial threshold and complete a 30-day trial analysis of the data, then the plan is to present this and pilot this with a retailer in their store. This will drive user adoption due to the footfall in the retail store. So to the retailer, we would send the consumer social index number, which is a combination of all the attributes, and their preferences to the retailer, who in turn will actually be able to push personalized promotion to the consumer when they actually enter into the store. In the long term, the plan is as soon as the user updates his or her brand or retail preference, the update is then auctioned to the highest retail or brand bidder based on the various consumer attributes. Focuses on market sizing. With focus on just the US brick and mortar retail market, assuming a 10% market share, the estimated revenue would be about $70 million across license services and maintenance. The pricing model has been arrived at based on the value the customer insight would bring to the retail store and pricing for in-store solutions that we have built and sold in the past to the retailers. The market can then be further expanded to include e-commerce companies, worldwide retailers, and eventually small business retail stores as well. Our customer acquisition strategy is as follows. Get initial 100 users through social media and networking. Collect data from 100 users to sign up 1 to 2 retail locations in the Chicagoland area. This will be done based on existing network and proposals. The footfall from the retail locations and a direct marketing effort will take us to 10,000 users. Using a combination of the 10K users and direct marketing, additional retailers will be onboarded. This is our core strength based on past experience. This step then repeats. One of the biggest benefits of the lean approach is it actually enabled us to develop an MVP based on feedback from the market. So we're able to go back to the same retailers and they are now interested in doing a pilot with us. We are happy to report that we have LOI from 2 retailers, Walgreens and a small business retailer in the northwest suburbs, and have proposals out with others as well. We were also able to get 50 customers to sign up with us. So in summary, in addition to the valuable lessons we learned, we thoroughly enjoyed our journey. We had an idea in mind, and thanks to lean startup methodology, we didn't sink our own money just because we believed in it. We spent a lot of time meeting with customers, we pivoted twice, and launched the MVP based on market requirements. And as a reward, we have our initial customers. So the market has given us confidence that this idea has strong merit and we should pursue it. And so we will. The next slide has a quick run through of the canvases we created. Thank you.